Well, here's today's purchase. Picked this up today on Craigslist. Guy had a bunch of records there. I got those as well. Right here, a whole box of 78s and 45s. But today we're going to look at this. This is a 78 only turntable and AM radio. It's an Admiral. Probably can't see that, but it's in kind of bad shape. It's really trashed, the finish. I'm gonna refinish it if I do get it working good. I think the guy said it didn't work, and I know why. Because of this power cord. Look at that. That is a Flavor Country approved power cord right there. Look at that. That would just make a big spark if you plugged it in. So I'm gonna take this apart, and then we will try and fix the radio. Right. So I removed the chassis, took it all apart, and I powered it up on a 25-watt light bulb. Took a few minutes, but it is working. I'm gonna get shocked.
Held a funeral for her in Squamish yesterday.
I'm kind of surprised it's even working. Like, the bulbs aren't even glowing.
And then moving on to Vancouver, the lights are completely out on Oakland 41st. On any given night, it truly is.
Ooh, the Indian music. Oh, it definitely has filter hum. Can you hear that? Ooh, filter capacitors. Bad. Alright, so it's on. I'm going to do some measuring now of the voltages on these capacitors to see which ones I'm going to replace. Pretty simple. Want to get this in the shot. Okay. Alright. This is not a hot chassis. I looked at the schematic. There is a resistor and a capacitor between the line and the chassis, so it's not a hot chassis, so can touch it just fine. Alright, so the first one, ooh, makes it distorted. 0 volts on that one. Nothing on that one. $50 volts on that one. Where is the grid coupling capacitor? What's this? Nope. Where does that go to? It goes up. Oh, it goes to here. Alright. So, I've looked up I couldn't really find the connection for the grid capacitor for the output tube, so I just looked it up. And it's pin 5 is the grid. So, let's see if I can get this right. Yep, I found the capacitor. It's a red one. There's 35 volts across it because I'm still using the light bulb, but just put an X on there. Alright. So, I've gone through this entire radio, and I've kind of marked out every bad capacitor that needs to be replaced. That one, that one, that one, that one. And that red one, see that thing back in there? There's a red one in there. That one needs to go. That's the grid coupling capacitor. I have not recapped this yet, and it's still playing just fine. It hasn't smoked yet. I've been doing this, the turntable. It's a little complex just to get it apart, just to get the platter off. So this was holding the platter on from the bottom, and then these are like the washers, but you can't just pull the platter straight off because there's a bend in the spindle. So I had to remove it as well with this. And the motor is frozen, solid. So I'm gonna have to take it apart and then redo it, lubricate it. Oh, welcome back to this project. You're probably wondering where the fuck I've been for the past few months. Well, no, you're not. You wouldn't know that it's been a few months since the last shot. Well, it has. So, I fixed the turntable. It's working now. I disabled the automatic part. I removed one of the springs so that this will not go into automatic because it doesn't work. And then it was all fixed. I was trying to get it back together. I got it back together, and guess what? I had moved this, and this was too short to reach out the top. So I just took it out, readjusted it, and I was trying to get it back in. Well, guess what? It would not go in because this shitty design with this floppy spring little knob here. This is, you know how hard this is to get this to shove up through the top and through this tiny little fucking hole? Whoever designed this, I want them to rot in hell. This design is from hell. You cannot easily service this thing. You take this chassis out and you're trying to get this thing up through the hole. You can't reach over the top to, like, manually adjust it because there's no space in this extremely small and cramped cabinet. So what I did is I just took a hammer and I fucking smashed the top out of this thing. So what if I ruined a vintage 1940s, whatever the hell you want to call this thing? I don't give a fuck at this point. I'd rather have my radios working than in mint condition, and this is just one example of that. I don't care. It would have taken me 3 hours to get that. The little stick thingy has to stick up through this hole and out through here, and it's impossible to get back. So I just smashed the top off. I tried my best to make it neat, but I did break it over here. I don't care. I'm going to find a way to put this back on here with some screws, so that you can take it off in the future, and this will just come off with some screws so that you can easily put this thing through the hole. Why didn't they just do it like that? They could have put 4 screws in the corners. Would have been so simple. Yeah, that's my little rant here about this. Alright, boys, it's been a long damn journey on this one, but I'm ready to see this thing play. I got the knobs on it. I got the top cover removed so we can enjoy the vacuum bulbs glowing. And I did my UL approved power cord splice on the power cord so I wouldn't have to replace it because I am done and I am being lazy right now. Power is applied. Oh, that power cord is a little crispy. It doesn't fit in the plug very nicely. Okay, I'm going to switch this thing on. Ooh, that's not supposed to happen, that little flash. But, And this thing here is, motor. What's that doing? What's that thing doing? We can see the vacuum bulbs are illuminating. There's AM.
Mandate saying it won't be a month or two ago, President.
Okay, and
the biggest.
I'm gonna put it onto phono. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Stop that. What are you doing? Oh, for God's sake, what the fuck's this thing doing now? Alright, take two. I removed the Scarvel Schnarvler from the turntable, so this thing is disabled. I mean, I'm gonna leave this out. I might even throw this in the trash, because no one's gonna use this to play their 78's automatic. Anyway, these records are so fragile, they just chip and break. And then this thing sucks. I tried it once on automatic, and the needle jumps right past the lead-out groove and scratches the label. I'm not even gonna use it like that. I don't want all my records to get trashed. Okay, let's do take two. Power up. Remove the tone arm securing tape. Actually, I'm gonna do this so that I can put this where it needs to go.
Those testing requirements.
Okay, radio's playing. There we go. Just put that back on and we're good. Oh yeah, I need to reconnect the ground for the turntable. Because this is like picking up tons of hum. But this project is completed.
Qualified rating, which is fairly rare by the ABA, and yet she assumes the bench. And so as you watch this come down on a lot.
The volume control's dirty, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna use this as a shop radio anyway. This isn't like this. I'm not gonna refinish this. I'm leaving it alone.
President Biden.
Ooh, President Biden. Joe Biden, what a stooge. All right, here's my radio transmitter thingy. I upgraded the antenna. I'm waiting for the socket to arrive for this, but it's working fine now because I upgraded the antenna. So now it goes out there, goes through the capacitor, and goes out the window up to the roof. So the antenna is much better now, so I don't need as much power here. And it sounds good too. So there's this. Alright, just one more 78 for you. One random one I pulled out of the junk collection. I like the vacuum bulbs. I might just leave the top off. It adds extra vintage look. Ooh. Ooh, baby, yeah, that's needs to be grounded for sure. It's fine. I like my music a little fast anyway. I wonder if YouTube copyright will get this. Alright, let's see how good the YouTube copyright system is. This is a kiddie record from the 40s. Let's see if YouTube will get it. And if YouTube gets it, this segment of video won't be here, so you'll never see it.
These are songs that mothers sing, very softly but very clear. When precious sleepyheads think with longing of their bed, and shadows fall with evening near. Then to the baby, ever so small, this baby song comes softest of all, warm as a blanket, soft as a breeze, clouds for his cover, eyes in the trees.
When the wind blows, the cradle will rock.
When the band plays, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all.
Down will come baby, cradle and all.
Wow, there's more music on there than I thought, huh? Is that like a micro groove from the 40s or something? That's cheesy. That's what kids had in the 40s, and what do kids have now? Like cell phones and Nintendo Schnarvlers and stuff.